This is Mrityunjay. Hope all you are well. Today I will explain the chapter Neolithic Age, a Great Leap. Now we have to go first to introduction, expansion in Indian subcontinent, life of the people of Neolithic Age, Chalcolithic Age, brief description of different sites and recapitulation. We know that the nomadic hunter-gatherers of the Paleolithic Age, people in Neolithic Age, led a settled life. Agriculture and house building were the two revolutionary developments that paved the way for human progress after the Stone Age. It was the Neolithic man who took firm steps towards a settled life. Neolithic Age, also known as the New Stone Age, was the last period of Stone Age that began about 10,000 years ago. A number of developments brought revolutionary transformation in human life in this age. Due to this, the Neolithic Age is also called the Neolithic Revolution. Evidences of the agricultural-based economy of Neolithic culture has been found in the following regions of the Indian subcontinent. Now it is expanded in Mehergarh, now in Balochistan, is a Neolithic site of the period 7000 BCE to 2500 BCE. Neolithic sites also found in eastern, northern and northeastern India are Daujali Hading in Assam, Chirant in Bihar, Gufkral and Barzahom in Kashmir, and Mahagada, Chopani, Mando and Koldehwa in the Belan Valley in Uttar Pradesh. Neolithic sites in southern India are Kodikal, Utnur, Nagarjuni Konda and Palavoy in Andhra Pradesh, Tekkalkotta, Maski, Narsipur, Sangankallu, Hallur and Brahmgiri in Karnataka, and Piampalli in Tamil Nadu. Agriculture. Now this is the site excavated so far. The Neolithic Age saw the transition of humans from hunter-gatherers to food producers. They learned to sow seeds and cultivate the grain crops. Wheat and barley were the plants initially cultivated by them. To store the cultivated grains, granaries were constructed. Grains were also stored in the pits dug in the ground. Domestication of plants and animals, that is, farming led to domestication of plants and animals. Domestication means tending of wild plants and animals by the humans to derive benefits from them. Domestication of the plants helped in Neolithic man in selection and preservation of better varieties of plant seed that yielded good quality grains. Animal domestication proved beneficial in two ways. Animals served as a regular source of food by providing milk and meat. They also helped in agriculture related work. Now this is the formation of tribe and community. In order to take care of crops and animals, the Neolithic people needed to work together and stay at a place for a long time. This resulted in the emergence of permanent human settlements, building of houses and evolution of the concept of family and tribe. People then started living in groups. They participated in farming, animal rearing and fishing. A group of families living together formed a tribe. The tribe members shared customs, beliefs and practices. They lived in mud houses with thatched roofs. A group of houses in an area was the origin of the concept of village. Invention of wheel. The invention of wheel by the Neolithic man was a watershed moment in human history. It hasn't it human progress. This is evident even today as the wheel is an inseparable part of the modern means of transport. The Neolithic people made carts with wheels for transporting heavy loads to distant places. The potter's wheel also helped them to make pottery. Now we have to come to the pottery. The invention of the potter's wheel helped in making better pottery. People started making different kinds of earthen pots for storing grains, milk, and water. They also made pots for cooking food. In the later Neolithic period, decorated and painted pottery was made. Now, the tools which were excavated in during the Neolithic age, those are for the farming activities, and the need to grind grains for preparing food led to the development of finer tools. Harder stones were used for making tools. The tools were polished to get a fine cutting edge. The tools used included sickles, mortars, and pestles, grinding stones, stone axes, and bone tools. Now, show the burial rituals. This picture is showing the burial rituals. The Neolithic people buried their dead and believed in life after death. This is evident from the objects of daily use that were buried along with the dead. The burial places were often marked with huge rectangular stone blocks called megaliths. Now come to the Chalcolithic age. The Chalcolithic age refers to the period of transition from the Stone Age to Metal Age. In this age, people started using copper for making tools along with the stones. This age is also called Copper Stone Age. It began at the end of Neolithic age. The word Chalcolithic is of Greek origin, chalkos meaning copper and lithos meaning stone. In the Chalcolithic age, people invented the plough, wheel, cart, and sailboat. They also learned to make alloys by mixing metals. They made bronze, an alloy of copper, by mixing copper and tin. They found that bronze was more useful than copper for making stronger tools, vessels, and weapons. Now we have to discuss about some different Neolithic sites. This is the Mehergarh, was one of the earliest villages in the world. Here people started agriculture by cultivating wheat and barley. They also started rearing animals such as deer, pig, sheep, goat, and cattle. Simple houses made of mud bricks were found in Mehergarh. Most of the houses had 4 or more compartments. Some compartments might have been used as storage for essential things such as grains. Many burial sites have been found at Mehergarh. People seem to believe in life after death. The dead were buried with goats and other useful things such as baskets, stone and bone tools, beads, bangles, etc. At Mehergarh, about 32,000 archaeological artifacts have been collected from 6 mounds. The artifacts include figurines of terracotta, clay, and stone. The second site is Barza Home. The earliest Neolithic homes found at Barza Home were pits which were dug below the ground level using stone tools. Usually the pits were round or oval. They were narrow at the top and wider at the base. Their sides were plastered with mud. Some of the deeper pits had a few steps leading down. Usually pits were 3.95 meter deep. However, some were shallower with depth only about 91 centimeter. These pits were possibly used for storage or as dwelling during warmer period. The practice of agriculture by the Barzahom people has been established through the discovery or discovered tools. Researchers have identified seeds of wild and cultivated types of wheat, barley, and lentils in different Neolithic periods in Barzahom. Barzahom also saw a movement in tool making technology with the passage of time. People made polished stone tools and tools using animal bones and antlers. The tools made of bones included harpoons for fishing, needles for sieving, arrowheads, spearheads, and daggers for hunting. Now, the third Neolithic site is Daujali Harding. The discovery of archaeological site of Daujali Harding in Assam had put northeast India on the Neolithic map of the world for the first time. This site is located in the Dima Hasao district of Assam on the hills near the Brahmaputra Valley. The archaeological evidences of cord-marked pottery, polished stone tools, and rice cultivation show many similarities between the Neolithic life in northeastern India and China. Evidences show Neolithic people using slash and burn technique of cultivation. This technique is still used in northeast India. Now come to the recapitulation. The Neolithic age is discovered for about 10,000 years ago. This age saw a great change in transition from hunter-gatherers to settled cultivators. This created a great leap in human civilization. Now the early human became in good attachment with culture, science, and technology. They had a close relation with different developments during this time and achieved a milestone towards a settled life, and had interconnected with revolutionary developments which made their life smooth and comfortable. Thank you for being with me. Thank you.